Hey everybody, today we will be learning about the game of basketball. Basketball. The rules. Basketball is a team sport. 2 teams of 5 players each try to score by shooting a ball through a hoop elevated 10 feet above the ground. The game is played on a rectangular floor called the court. There is a hoop at each end. Playing the game of basketball. The court layout, as you can see right here, is a rectangle. The baseline, which is this black line outside of it, actually not this one, this is just a boundary, but this one right here, more close to the gold color, is the boundary or the sideline, and the baselines are on the ends. Midcourt is the dividing line where the court splits. 3-point line is this arc right here. There's one on each end, and the free throw line is in a way a midcourt line right here. Rules. The court is divided into 2 main sections by the midcourt line. If the offense team puts the ball into play behind the midcourt line, it has 10 seconds to get the ball over the midcourt line. If it doesn't, then the defense gets the ball. Once the offense team gets the ball over the midcourt line, it can no longer have possession of the ball in the area in back of the line. If it does, the defense is awarded the ball for an over and back call. Rules and situations. The ball is moved down the court towards the basket by passing or dribbling. The team with the ball is called the offense. The team without the ball is called the defense. They try to steal the ball, contest shots, steal, and deflect passes and get rebounds. When a team makes a basket, they score 2 points and the ball goes to the other team. If a basket or field goal is made outside of the 3-point line arc, then the basket is worth 3 points. A free throw is worth 1 point. Free throws are awarded to a team according to some formats involving the number of fouls committed in a half and or the type of foul committed. Fouling a shooter always results in 2 or 3 free throws being awarded to the shooter, depending upon where he was when he shot the ball. If he was beyond the 3-point line, then he gets 3 shots. Other types of fouls do not result in free throws being awarded until a certain number of accumulated fouls happen during one half. Once that number is reached, then the player who was fouled is awarded a one-on-one opportunity. If he makes his first free throw, he gets to attempt a second. If he misses the first shot, the ball is live on the rebound. Game time. Each game is divided into sections. All levels have 2 halves in college. Each half is 20 minutes long in high school, and below the halves are divided into 8 to 10 minutes long. In the pros, quarters are 12 minutes long. There is a gap of several minutes between halves. Gaps between quarters are relatively short. If the score is tied at the end of the regulation, then overtime periods of various lengths are played until a winner emerges. Fouls. Personal fouls. Personal fouls include any type of illegal physical contact, which include hitting, pushing, slapping, holding, an illegal pick or screen when an offensive player is moving while they're trying to set a pick. Personal foul penalties. Personal foul penalties. If a player is shooting while being fouled, then he gets 2 free throws if his shot doesn't go in, but only 1 free throw if his shot does go in. 3 free throws are awarded if the player is fouled while shooting a 3-pointer. Inbounds. If a foul while not shooting the ball is given to the team the foul was committed upon, they get the ball at the nearest side or baseline, out of bounds, and have 5 seconds to pass the ball onto the court. One and one. If the teammate committing the foul has 7 or more fouls in the game, then the player who was fouled is awarded 1 free throw. If he makes his first, and he gets a second. 10 or more fouls is called double-double. If the team committing the foul has 10 or more fouls, then the fouled player receives 2 free throws, as if he was fouled while he was shooting. Foul terms. Charging. An offensive foul that is committed when a player pushes or runs over a defender. The ball is given to the team that the foul was committed upon. Blocking. Blocking is illegal personal contact resulting from a defender not establishing position in time to prevent an opponent's drive to the basket. Flagrant foul. Violent contact with an opponent. This includes hitting, kicking, and punching. This type of foul results in free throws plus the offense retaining possession of the ball after the free throws. Intentional foul. When a player makes physical contact with another player with no reasonable effort to steal the ball. It is a judgment call for the officials. Technical foul. Technical foul. A player or coach can commit this type of foul. It does not involve player contact or the ball, but is instead about the manners of the game. Foul language, gestures, and even arguing can be considered a technical foul, as can technical decals regarding filling in the scorebook improperly or dunking during warm-ups. Violations. Traveling or walking. Taking more than a step and a half without dribbling the ball is considered traveling, or moving your pivot foot once you stopped dribbling is traveling. Carrying or palming. When a player dribbles the ball with his hand too far to the side of or sometimes even under the ball. Double dribble. Dribbling the ball with both hands on the basketball at the same time, or picking up the dribble and then dribbling again is a double dribble. Jump ball. Occasionally 2 or more opposing players will gain possession of the ball at the same time. Goaltending. If a defensive player interferes with a shot while it's on its way down toward the basket while it's on its way up toward the basket after having touched the backboard, or while it's in the cylinder above the rim, it's goaltending. Backcourt violation. Once the offense has brought the ball across the midcourt line, they cannot go back across the line during possession. If they do, the ball is awarded to the other team to pass inbounds. Time restrictions. A player passing the ball inbounds has 5 seconds to pass the ball. If he does not, then the ball is awarded to the other team. Other time restrictions include the rule that a player cannot have the ball for more than 5 seconds when being closely guarded, and in some states and levels, shot clock restrictions requiring a team to attempt a shot within a given time frame. Positions. Right here, this is Blake Griffin. He is a power forward. This is Dwight Howard. He's a center. And this is Stephen Curry. He is a point guard / shooting guard. Power forward is usually your second tallest player. Center is usually your biggest guy. He's usually boarding. Same with the power forward. But there's other type of forwards too who are more generally shooting guards, but they can play both. And then your point guard right here, this is Stephen Curry. He's usually your best ball handler. So he brings up the ball. Center. Centers are generally your tallest player. They generally are positioned near the basket. Offense. The center's goal is to get open for a pass and to shoot. They are also responsible for blocking defenders, known as picking or screening, to open other players up for driving to the basket for a goal. Centers are expected to get some offensive rebounds and putbacks. Defense. On defense, the center's main responsibility is to keep opponents from shooting by blocking shots and passing in the key area. They also are expected to get a lot of rebounds because they're taller. Forward / power forward. Forward, your next tallest players will most likely be your forwards. While a forward may be called upon to play under the hoop, they may also be required to operate in the wings and corner areas. Offensive. Forwards are responsible to get free for a pass, take outside shots, drive for goals and rebounds. Defense. Responsibilities include preventing drives to the goal and rebounding. Guards. These are potentially your shortest players, and they should be really good at dribbling fast, seeing the court, and passing. It is their job to bring the ball down the court and set up offensive plays. Offensively, dribbling, passing, and setting up offensive plays are guards' main responsibility. They also need to be able to drive to the basket and shoot from the perimeter. Defense. On defense, a guard is responsible for stealing passes, contesting shots, preventing drives to the hoop, and for boxing out. Where to start? Personally, I would suggest that you focus on learning the basic fundamentals of basketball. Like any sport, no matter what your age, whether you're a professional athlete or a youth player just getting started, you need strong fundamentals to be successful. Unfortunately, most people don't really understand what that means. Fundamentals include working on the little things that make you better. No matter what team or coach you play for, or what offense or defense you are running. For example, by working on the fundamentals of shooting, you will get better no matter what team you play for. The fundamentals of shooting include proper foot alignment, leg bend, hand position, arm angle, follow through, and so on. These are some of the little things that make a difference. Learn them. The same goes for layups, footwork, post play, passing, jab stabs, jump stops, pivoting, blocking out, and so on. Here's a short video on the game of basketball.
A fantastic deeply Ford Fusion and experience the difference at Rochester Ford. Make up yours. The first move requires notice to the eyes of your opponent, the eye gaze of a warrior, the frozen stare of a man possessed, the piercing glare of a champion. Feel his years, a lifetime of hunger and hope, fruits and triumphs. Search his heart for fear. Show him none in return. No single piece can match combines. One avenue closes, another opens. Employ tactics that advance your brains while perplexing your rival. Be mindful of time, but do not go. Segregate reasonable ways of life. Accept only ultimate glory as your prize. Know that winning and losing are. After all has fallen, you will stand alone. Crown intact.
This is what you can achieve if you do the fundamentals of basketball. Thank you.